I don't care. Alright, let me beat Phil quick.
Facts. Sounds pretty easy. Yeah, you get tell the beat.
I'm eating popcorn from the movies.
Hey. Wait, Jumanji just came out?
I'm going to yours, B.
Jumanji?
Yeah, I think it came out like last week or something.
You should have told Sean.
Be afraid to the Texans.
Usually I'd buy it online. Not really. I like just walking in. No.
I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a god.
Put the Seattle Seahawks? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's random.
Oh, you pick random?
Yeah, I thought we were picking random. Guys, place your bets. Brandon, I know how much you want to bet on this game.
You sure?
I got 20 that Phil beats D by 14.
Oh my god.
What's the over-under? It's Seahawks Texans, so...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Also, the link in the stream link is on the chat.
Nah, if I have that, I can't watch the game.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Oh, yeah, YouTube.
So it's bad me.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
B's plus 14.
It was crazy. He's not going to cover 14 points.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll take B then. Alright, this thing went for 14 and a half.
And now he'll tuck it and run.
Right,
it's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson.
It is Friday night, so.
That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, crossover out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That was a pick, bro.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw.
Give me that. Oh, give me that. Oh,
and
my God.
Going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett There to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, yeah, he's gone, baby. Return touchdown. What? Return touchdown. 7-7. Let's go. Broadcast that.
It is broadcast.
Officially, that was a quick return of 107 yards. What a run.
We thought this was a game.
On the board here in this first quarter.
Cancel that real quick.
They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
People talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players.
It was a
Attack
game.
back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what he's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk of the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Oh, it's not easy. All I gotta do is go to downs in device. No.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson.
Go to the party.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Wilson, that's caught by Hollister.
Oh, my God.
He is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Hold on, I'm trying to clear.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
He just can't lose by 3 touchdowns, so he's good. I wouldn't mind.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hyde. And an alley to run. he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a...
I'm just curious to see what overall he is. 87?
Shut your ass up.
87? Okay.
Kobe. Trash bucket.
Oh my god. Is this another 2v2 in 2K we gotta see?
Bust Kobe's ass.
Oh shit.
Hell no.
Damn. That was last year.
No. No. No, you're definitely lying.
Well, sounds like another 2v2.
Up of only a yard.
No.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I be Phil one more.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14 to 7.
Against this too.
Hold on. How do you turn on the game cam?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From into heavy traffic, and
Let's go, pick 6, baby. Let's go, pick 6.
Bradley Roby.
Tie it up real quick. Bust that wide open.
Hold on. Sounding devices?
The Texans.
Sorry. Wait. Where do you go? Sounding devices? Advanced settings. Yeah, boy, Phil 781. I don't know how it was. I don't know why. It should be Madden versus B. Yeah. Madden versus B. Message to spectators. Sorry, Kev, I don't know how to do it right now.
That's all defense and special teams, bro. I don't even need offense.
You don't even know offense. Hold on. I did. Hold on, I'll do it after. I'll do it after.
Be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, Y-A-B-O-Y.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down.
I can't say anything else I can repeat.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for Lockett.
Let's go. Use your pick, baby. Let's go. Let's get it.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Let's go, boys.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Wow,
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave
him
him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left.
Oh, I knew that coming.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Complete.
Uh-huh.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans
Let's
touchdown. Jordan Akins, as the first half is
21,
Wow.
7,
as his guys
14.
are able to
How about
regain the lead.
14.
My bad.
Extra point by
21-14, you heard?
And the lead is
New
now
program.
21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This is trash, that's why.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Straight poo-poo.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if they can run a little bit.
Right, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I'm going to start shooting FIFA, everybody.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Damn, this game's going over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
It's only 35.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
I just put someone on B.
I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I need some dogs. Wow. I remember that. That's whatever. I'll get the legend grab on myself.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Watson, off play action. Looking for his tight end, fells, and it's intercepted.
Thank you, dude.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
GG.
Even I don't play like that.
I threw a pick.
Oh, come on.
He'll try to get something going.
You still get 14 and a half, so I'm okay.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing.
No, come
but
back
with
to
a guy
2K,
like him,
Kobe.
you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. And that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments, or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Sheesh. Vegas is disrespectful.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Yeah, if I don't think Trae Young would have been good.
But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I'm gone. Let's go, baby. Touchdown.
They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Let's get it.
28-14.
Johnson.
Big facts, big facts.
31 yards. And the Texans push
Yo,
Let's go. Let's go.
Good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Here, I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
the
pretty exciting game
out
out here, boys.
Kick it away.
All right, he found it.
It's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
That's what they all say.
Hey, when I come back, Kobe, don't say anything.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the
even if you come back, you
Seahawks
still got one by
offense.
14. You
Last
got one
time
by
out,
more
they
than
had
14
that
and a
long
half.
50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. If all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back...
Let's go. Interception. Let's go. We're gone.
3rd time. Picked off near the 34.
Yo!
And he will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard
Going, boys.
Why did he do that?
He was nervous.
Like that.
I'm gone, baby.
1st down, a run.
Oh, I'm gone.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this.
Yeah, now fucking grind the clock. Fucking grind the clock.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Now I fucking grind the clock. Can't stop me, bro. Can't stop the run.
High. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes out a gain of 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a run with Hyde, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control.
And he's in for the score.
Let's go.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dude, you're a Madden player.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
I feel like letting Zach beat you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
It's 34-14.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run the offensive line.
We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from second to third down.
Big GG.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Not enough.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Yeah, he did tell you that.
And let's see what they've come up with.
User pick. Let's go. I'm gone.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I don't know.
On first down, Hike.
I don't know. Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone.
A 3-touchdown smoke show is not working.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
3-touchdown smoke show is not working.
It's a big run there by Hyde. 59 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Watson now to throw toward the center of the field, but
only
it's
threw the ball 4
incomplete.
times.
They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did. And you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
You heard? You heard? Phil, is that you playing that song? That's crazy, yo. Alright, again. Same team.
Okay.
Just one game.
Hey, one game by 3 touchdowns. That means a lot.
I gotta make it walk.
Yeah, you got at least one by 4 touchdowns now.
Probably my 5.
He'll try to take my head off, but he'll try to take my head off, you know, but I have to cut that shit down real quick. Must have wide open. Nah, that return touchdown is what got me. That shit got me. She got me hyped. Boost my confidence up real quick.
What are you guys playing?
Kobe, shut the fuck up.
Awesome. Goddamn. Aimbot.
Is it still
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Got to do better. Go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a scary
pass. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Oh, he dropped
it.
it.
3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
I need easy DC and a jersey.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
10 p.m. is 2v2.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Touchdown, get more closing drive.
Is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
That was a defensive game here, boys.
On 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That was a good
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Pause.
From the 22, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run high. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson will throw again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Phil's trying to go crazy on me.
Because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though,
and
defensively.
Didn't get it.
They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times.
Come on, baby. Touchdown.
Nobody there to stop
play.
him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Back to throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Everything down at 12.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here.
Nope.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite.
Let's go. Good fucking defense, baby.
They were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field,
go for the 2 again, you little snake.
time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Rolling to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Tighten up, tighten up.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice game. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hustle. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Come on,
3rd down, throw incomplete as well. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson wants to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Hell no.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Wilson. He'll run it. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man, the tight end falls. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Single, slot.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
Right,
and what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense.
Whoa.
They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
You gonna invite me?
Yeah, I can.
Right.
I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends.
What is that?
Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it simmer, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the.
Oh, when did Brandon leave the party?
Everywhere I go, they know the.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do.
I'm broadcasting now.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that simply take yard line.